is a one in a million. It goes on and on and on. You give it all day long. Your love is a one in a million. It goes on and on. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. My name is Lala and you're watching Lala Level Up. Make sure that you do like the video and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Y'all, this is gonna be one of my From Girl to Goddess story times, which is a segment on my channel that will show you how I've grown from a girl to a goddess. This story is super old, but I was thinking about it the other day and I'm like, wow, I gotta tell this one. So at this time, me and my ex-girlfriend had just gotten back together. We were broken up for a little minute. We had got back together and things was going good. Before we got back together though, I guess she had some beef or drama with some girl that she used to be friends with. It's a little hazy now, but they had some drama when we were broken up. When me and my ex, we got back together, the girl was like on her line, like trying to cuss her out and like trying to come for her, trying to fight her. Now me and my girl is back together, so I'm like, what do you mean trying to fight my girl? Like, no, you're gonna fight me. Cause I'm like, at any, and I'm gonna have another story time like this, silly me, where I'm trying to fight other people's battles and how that's a no. Like, I'm not supposed to fight anybody's battles but my own. But continuing. So I like basically put myself into the situation and I'm like, yeah, you're not about to fight my girl. You can fight me. Cause my girlfriend at the time, like she was not really a fighter. That's not her thing. I don't think she was scared of the girl. Oh, and might as well give her a name. So we just gonna call her my ex-girlfriend. And we're gonna call the girl Sierra. So my ex was not a fighter like that. So I knew if Sierra wanted to fight anybody, it was gonna be me. So that's what happened. I ended up pulling up to her house with my girl and my cousin at the time because I knew she lived with people in her house. So I didn't know if she was gonna have other people over there, what type of time she was gonna be on. So I'm like, let me bring my girl with me and let me bring someone else just in case, because you never know. We pulled up at her house, which is silly. You never pull up at anybody's house because you on their property. You're in the wrong at that point. But I didn't give a damn. I was young, dumb, and with the shit. So I pulled up to her house, and when I pulled up, she had a bat in her hand, like a steel metal bat, right? But I wasn't scared. I ain't never scared. So I was just like, okay, she trying to play dirty. At this point, I'm on the sidewalk. She's still on her property. I'm telling her to come to the sidewalk because I know not to be like stepping on her property, on her grounds, on, you know, whatever. So I'm like, come to the sidewalk. So she got the steel bat in one hand and she got her cell phone in the other hand. So she ain't got no hands, like free, right? So she on the phone like with a dude. Like, I don't know if that was like her man and she was telling her to pull up. I don't know. And then she also had her brother there. He was gay. I didn't think he was going to do nothing, but he was there. Who knows? We in the street. She's still trying to fight my girl. And I'm like, listen, you can still fight her after me. Like, you're going to fight me regardless. So if you still want to fight her after, like, that's cool. But, like, you still going to fight me. You can fight her after me. Like, period. Like, I was not letting up on this girl. She acting like she don't really want to fight me. She's so stuck up on trying to fight my girlfriend. And my cousin is just like, y'all making this hot. Either y'all gonna fight or y'all not. So, cause it was very hot. We were on a very hot street at the time. If you're from Waterbury and you know, we were on Hill Street at the top by the meat market. Like, it was not a good place to be just hanging out when you know the cops is driving back and forth. While she holding the phone with one hand and the bat with the other hand, I just swung on her and she dropped the bat. I'm like, how you drop your own weapon? She dropped the bat on the ground. Boom, her weapon's gone. I end up fighting her. I'm beating her up. I'm on top of her. Like, it's just looking real bad for her. It just need to be a quick 1-2-1-2 because, like, it was very hot. Like, I was not about to be dragging her in the middle of the street doing the most. Like, it was a quick, like, 2-minute fight. And then we dipped. Like, we ran back to my car. Like, for one, even before I pulled up, I parked far from her house. So, like, my getaway car was close by, but not too close. So, by the time the fight was over, we all just ran back to the car super fucking fast. We ran back to the car, and I knew I beat her ass. Like, you know how you can just tell? I just felt it. I just knew. I'm like, damn. So, we ran back to the car, and as soon as we get in the car, they trying to talk to me. My cousin and my girl, they trying to talk to me. And I'm like, I can't, because I'm running on adrenaline right now. So I'm like, I can't talk right now. Can we just be silent in the car right now? Like, I just need a minute. Because they were trying to talk. They were trying to be like, oh, you beat her ass. Oh, and I'm like, please, I need silence. So then it was silent. Then we pulled up at my girl's house. We were living together at the time with her family. And I don't even know why we went back there, because the girl knows where we was living at, but we dumb and young. We pulled up back to my girl's house. And I'm there now. I'm home with her. I go upstairs to go take a shower because I just beat up this girl. Like, I want to take a shower and go out. It was like a Friday night too. Like, we had plans. So I'm like, all right, now that I got my fighting out the way, time to enjoy the weekend. So I'm taking a shower, cool. Then I hear my girlfriend's stepfather calling me, saying some girl is there to fight. I'm like, what? So I look out the window, and this girl pulled up to the house with the bat that she dropped. So she pulls up. She wants a round two. She is not satisfied. She's upset that she got beat up, and she want her round two. So, but I'm like, bitch, I already beat you up. Like, I'm not fighting you again. Like, I did what I needed to do. Like, I'm not fighting you again to please you. Like, you got your ass beat. Take your L and call it a day. But she tried to act like she was doing something. She would not let go of that bat. She was acting like she was trying to hit my car with the bat. Like, she was just doing all of the most. Like, girl, just take your L and call it a day, right? So eventually she ended up leaving, right? And then me and my girlfriend ended up going out. I think we actually ended up going to like a gay club for the first time. We were having fun. And while we were out partying, my girl's mother ended up calling her and was like, yo, the cops just pulled up at my house asking for you and me. And she was like, you need to go turn yourself in because the cops is pulling up at my house. And I'm like, okay, that sounds like the dumbest shit ever. Like, I'm not turning in myself for nothing. Like, if I have to go to jail, it's gonna be because they came and got me and put me in jail. I am not freaking turning myself in. You're bugging. So, but my girlfriend was mad scared. She was like, I don't know. My mom said the cops came, and like she never got arrested. She ain't never been, had no dealings with the law. So she was just acting mad scary. She really was convincing me to turn ourselves in, and I was so tight with her. I'm like, girl. But she was pressuring me, and her mom was pressuring us. So I'm just like, all right, fuck it. Against my free will, we can go turn ourselves in, I guess. So we go turn ourselves in like dumbasses. Maybe, looking back, it was the right thing to do. But at the time, I didn't want to hear none of that. I'm like, girl, it's gonna blow over. And honestly, it probably really would have blew over, but whatever. Everybody was being scary. Me, I don't know why I was acting like I was super tough. Maybe I was, I don't know. But I was just like, okay, let's go. So we turned ourselves in. And I think after that, I had to do like some community service or something. Like, I really don't even remember what the consequence was. That's how minor it was. But she definitely had like a black eye or something like that. Like, I felt bad. I honestly, afterward, I did start to feel bad because like when you fight somebody and it doesn't have nothing to do with you, like, you gotta like build up some anger because it's not like you naturally have it, because it's not like you're beefing with the person. So like, honestly, it was not my fight to fight. I should have stayed out of it and let it be what it was, because it really had nothing to do with me. And if my girlfriend didn't want to fight, then it should have just been what it was. Like, I should have tried to fight her battle for her. Like, it's a learning lesson. Like, anytime I tell a story time on my channel, it's not just entertainment. It's a lesson in it always. Something I could have done better. Or sometimes it is comedy. But I think a lot of my story times, they really are showing a lesson and how I could have done better or not done what I did. Or, there's something to tie it all around for me. So yeah, you live, you learn, for real. And it's funny because I ended up seeing the girl, Sierra. I ended up seeing her maybe like 4 years after that. And we went to the same high school. But after I fought her, like, we just didn't say anything to each other after that. It was just like nothing, like silent. And I ended up seeing her probably like 4 years later at like some club in our hometown. And we was in the bathroom. You know, you see mad girls in the bathroom. And she was like drunk. And then she was not crying. She was just apologizing. She just saying, I'm sorry that we had to fight. She was kind of like saying something along those lines. Like, I'm sorry it had to go there. It should have never went there. Blah, blah, blah. She was like super drunk and I was like super sober. But I was just like, it's okay. It's okay. Like, it's been so long. Like, it's all right. Like, my bad too. Like, we should have never, it was not our fight. If you had a beef with my girl, it should have just been between y'all and had nothing to do with me. I shouldn't have inserted myself into some shit and go end up getting myself arrested. I didn't need to get arrested for that because that wasn't even my fight and I did some dumbass stuff. It's not about winning the battle, it's about winning the war. So me beating her up in the moment and winning the battle, I lost the war at the end of the day because I ended up getting arrested. And it's not on my record now or nothing like that, but I went through this whole stupid ass process because I wanted to beat up some girl who had problems with my girl while we was broken up. Like, I should have been like, girl, that happened when we wasn't together, so you have to deal with that the way you know how. If you don't want to fight her, or if you're scared, I don't think she was scared, but you know, if you don't want to fight her or something, I don't know, block her so she's not talking shit no more. Obviously, looking back, it's so many better ways you could have handled that. I was a kid. But yes, don't be fighting nobody's battles, especially someone who wouldn't do it for you. Keep yourself out of BS. If it don't have nothing to do with you, you do not have to be everybody's hero. You do not have to be Superwoman, Superman. No. Take care of yourself and stop trying to be there for everybody. Me trying to be there for other people, it hurt me so much more than it could have ever helped me and that it could have ever helped them. Like, y'all about to see though, because I'm going to tell it. I'm going to tell it all. So you already know, before you leave, I gotta say it again. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you like the video. Leave a comment if you're feeling, sassy. And as always, you can be, do, and have whatever you desire. You are limitless. Until next time. LALA, level up.